designed a valve spring for an automobile engine. When the valve is closed, the spring produces a force of 45 Newton. Okay, and when it is open, it produces a force of 55 Newton. Okay, the spring must fit over the valve bush, which has an outside dia of 20 mm and must go inside a space of 35 mm. Okay, the lift of the valve is 6 mm and the spring index is 1. Okay, the allowable stress may be taken as 0.33 gigapascal and modulus of rigidity is 80 gigapascal. So here we need to design a spring. So that is, we need to design the design of a spring means we need to find out the diameter of the spring coil and the diameter of the spring wire. Okay, and so we need to find the diameter of the spring coil and diameter of the spring wire, number of turns, and what is the pitch and what is the length. So we need to find all these things. Okay. So to find this, there are some certain criteria, conditions given in the question. That is, even the valve is closed. That is, when the valve is closed or when the spring is compressed, it produces a force of 45 Newton. When it is open, it produces a force of 55 Newton. Okay. And one more data which is given here is the lift of the valve is 6 mm. So the lift, say Y2 is 6 mm. So the meaning is the spring is compressed and it is placed inside the valve. And when it is placed here, the spring force is 45 Newton. Spring force, okay, the spring force is 45 Newton. When the valve is open, then this spring will get elongated by 6 mm and the force is 55 Newton. Okay, so the maximum force on the spring is 55 Newton, but for a range will produce a deflection of 6 mm. Is it clear? For a spring for a force of 10 Newton, the spring will have a deflection of 6 mm. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, and the spring index is 12. So what is the spring index? It is D by B, that is equal to 12. Therefore, D can be taken as 12 times the spring wire diameter. Okay. So now we will solve first. We need to find out the diameter of the spring and diameter of the spring wire. Okay, for that, I need to use the shear stress equation. So the shear stress is given by tau, that is equal to 8F dk by pi d cube. Okay, this is the equation. So here you can see. Here you can see the equation. Tau is equal to 8F dk by d cube. That is equation number 20.22. 20.22 is the equation number. So 8F dk by pi d cube. Okay. So what is tau here? What is the value of tau? What is the value of tau? Tau. This 0.33 gigapascal, that is nothing but with 330 megapascal. So tau is 330 megapascal. And what is the value of F? What is the value of F here? Here F is nothing but it is the maximum force applied on the spring. So what is the maximum force?
55.
What is the maximum force? It is 55 Newton. So F is 55 Newton. And d by d, for this d, we know that the spring index d by d is equal to 12, or d is equal to 12 times the diameter d. And what is k?
4c minus 1 by 4c minus 4.
So it is here, k is 4c
4c minus 1 by 4c minus 4.
minus 4 plus 0.615 by c. Okay, so can we calculate the value of k here? So it is 4 times 12 minus 1 by 4 times 12 minus 4 plus 0.615 by 12. So what is the answer?
uh, 1.170.
K is 1.119. Okay, the value of K is 1.119. So can we calculate the value of D now? Can we calculate the value of D now? Therefore, 330, that is equal to 8 times 55, that multiplied by 12 times D, that multiplied by 1.119, that divided by pi d cube. So here this d goes and this d square. So d square is equal to 8 into 55 into 12 into 1.119, that divided by pi into 330. So what is the value of d?
$2.38, sir.
2.38, sir. 2.387.
And so d is 2.37.
387.
What is the unit? What is the unit?
mm.
2.8 mm or meter?
Sir.
Are you sure? See here, what is this? 330 megapascal. So 330 megapascal is nothing but 330 into 10 power 6 Newton per meter square. Right. So do I need to multiply by 10 power 3 here? Do I need to multiply by 10 power 3 here?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? So if I multiply by 10 power 3, what happens to the answer? See, you must be very careful about the units. Tau is equal to 8 f d k by 5 d cube. What is the unit of tau here? What is the unit of tau? What is the unit of tau?
Meter square, sir. Newton per meter square.
So it is gigapascal, right? Sorry, 330 megapascal. So it is MPa. What is the unit of force?
Newton, sir.
What is the unit of force? Newton. What is the unit of diameter d? Okay, what is the unit of k? What is the unit of k? It is a constant, it doesn't have any unit. So the unit of diameter d is dependent on unit of tau, right? So this megapascal is nothing but into 10 power 3 Newton per meter square. So if you use if tau is 330 into 10 power 3 Newton per meter square, then D will be in meters. Okay. If tau is in terms of Newton per mm square, then D will be in millimeters. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So, what is the unit of D now? So now my question is whether this 330 is in terms of Newton per meter square or Newton per millimeter square. Hmm?
Newton per millimeter square, sir.
Right now it is in 330 Newton per millimeter square. So therefore you will get the answer in terms of millimeter. See, this 330 into 10 power 3 Newton per meter square. So that is equal to 330 into 10 power 3. sorry. It is 330 megapascal. So it is into 10 power 6. 330 into 10 power 6. So here it is 330 into 10 power 6 Newton per meter square. How many millimeters for 1 meter? 1 meter is equal to how many millimeters?
Thousand, sir.
Huh?
1000, sir.
So it is 1000 is nothing but 10 power 3 mm whole square. Because square is there, so it is square. So that is equal to 330 into 10 power 6 Newton divided by 10 power 6 mm square. So 10 power 6, 10 power 6 get cancelled. So it is 330 Newton per mm square. So if anything is in 330 megapascal, you can write that as 330 Newton per mm square. If there is a megapascal, then you can directly change it to Newton per mm square. So now the unit is millimeter here. So if I am using 330, then I'll get the answer in terms of millimeter, 2.383 mm. And the standard size is standard size 5 meter. Sorry, 2.5 mm. Any doubt? Any doubt? And C is equal to D by D, that is equal to 12, that is equal to D by 2.5. Therefore, what is the diameter of the spring? Hmm? 30 mm. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is mean coil diameter. Okay? Mean coil diameter. So the D is this one. Okay, so what will be outer diameter? What will be outer diameter? See, the mean coil diameter is this. What is the outer diameter? Outer diameter is D plus here half of the wire diameter and here half of the wire diameter. So outer diameter is equal to D plus is it correct? And inner diameter is what is inner diameter? Nominal diameter minus half of the spring wire here and half of the wire diameter. So D minus D, that is equal to 30 minus 2.5, that is equal to 27.5 mm. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt here?
No, sir.
Sir, you are not audible.
Okay. Here the meaning is the spring has to go inside a bush of 20 mm. The outside diameter of the bush is 20 mm. So assume that this is the bush. So this is the bush, and the spring has to go in this, which is here. Okay, and the space must go inside a space of 33 mm. This is 33 mm, and this is 20 mm. So the inside diameter of the spring, see, as per the question, inside diameter, say DI must be greater than 20 mm, and D naught, so this is outer diameter D and inner diameter DI. Okay, and D naught must be less than 33 mm. Whether these two conditions are satisfied in this question? Whether these two conditions are satisfied?
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes, sir.
for the result, what we got is D naught is 3.5 and D I is 21.5 mm. The one is less than 30 and 32.5 is less than
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
33. So whatever we have designed, whatever the design we have made is absolutely fine. So now we got the value of spring diameter and wire diameter. And now we need to know the length of the spring. How many coils are there on the spring? So to get that, to get the free length of the spring, to get the free length of the spring, free length of the spring is given by L naught, that must be greater than or equal to is the equation. Okay. I plus N times D plus Y plus T. Okay. So I is the number of turns and N is based on end tension and D is dia of wire and Y is maximum deflection. Y is maximum deflection and A is 25% of maximum deflection. It is the allowance. So to find all these things, so to find L naught, I should know all these values. So now I know the value of D, but I don't know the remaining values. So I need to find out the number of turns. Okay. So I need to find out the number of turns. How to find the number of turns? Again, use the deflection equation. See, what is the deflection equation here? What is the deflection equation? The axial deflection of the whole spring is y
8F
that is equal to 8F
D. D to the power
D to the power of 4.
G.
Okay. Okay. Now, so here, where y is equal to, what is the value of y? What is the maximum deflection?
6, sir.
See, y is equal to 6 mm for S is equal to
55.
6 mm deflection. It corresponds to, no, I think no, it is not 55, it is 10 Newton. ಯಾರಲ್ಲಿ 55 ಅಂತ ಯಾರು
Sir, Ayush, sir.
Ayush, you look into the question one. The list of the values is
And the I, sir.
okay. When the valve is closed, produces. When the valve is closed, the spring produces a force of 45 Newton, and when it opens, it produces a force of 55 Newton, and the lift of the valve is 6 mm. So 6 mm lift will happen for a range of force which is equal to 10 Newton. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
So if F is equal to 10, F is equal to 10, then Y is equal to 6. So if F is equal to 55, then what is the value of Y? That is 10 times Y, that is equal to 65 into 6 into 6 by 10. That is
33.6.
33, I think. It's not 33.6.
It's 33, sir.
55 multiplied by 6, that divided by 10. So 33 mm. So the maximum deflection is 33 mm for a force of 55 Newton. Is it clear? So the value of Y is 33 mm and F is 55 Newton and D is 32.5 mm and D small d is 27.5 mm. Sorry. What is the diameter of the wire? 2.5 and nominal diameter is 30. So this is 30 mm and this is 2.5 mm. And what is the G rigidity modulus? It is 80 gigapascal. So 80 gigapascal, that is equal to 80 into 10 power 3 megapascal. That is equal to 80 into 10 power 3 Newton per mm square. Therefore, I don't know the value of I. That is what we need to find here. Okay. So therefore, I is equal to e to the power of 4 G Y by 8 S D cube. That is equal to 2.5 to the power of 4 into 80 into 10 power 3 multiplied by 33, that divided by 8 into 55 into 30 cube. So what is the value of I? Hmm?
8.68.
2.54 to the power of 4 multiplied by 80. It is 8.68, right?
Yes, sir.
8.68.
68.
See, that is the number of turns is 8.68 turns. You cannot have a fraction turn, so therefore I is equal to 9 turns. Value of I is 9. Okay. So now we got the value of D, capital D, that is the nominal diameter, and the wire diameter, and number of turns. So we need to find the pitch and length of the spring. So what is the free length? Free length of the spring is the equation. Okay. So now we got this as 9, and diameter of the wire is 2.5 mm, and the maximum deflection is 33 mm, and this is 25% of 33. It is 8.25 mm. So now the only thing which we don't know is n. So how to get the value of n? How to get the value of n? Hmm? Here, please listen here. Active coils I, okay, that is equal to I dash minus 2. So the meaning is, if you consider this squared end condition or squared and ground end condition or ground or plane, okay, you need to choose any one of this because in the question it is not given. If you choose the squared end, then whatever the value I you got here, this is I is number of active turns. Number of active turns. But to find the value of overall length of the spring, you need to know the total number of active turns. Okay. So here, if you choose this squared end, then you have to add 2 coils to the total coils. Okay. I dash is 9, so I dash plus 2 is 11. So total coils is 11 coils, out of which 2 are inactive coils. So n is 9 plus 2, that is equal to 11. 9 active coils and 2 coils for 2 inactive coils based on square end condition. So now we know all the values, so we can get the value of L0. So L0 must be greater than or equal to, sorry, this is n is 2 only, so I is 9. So 9 plus 2, that multiplied by, what is the diameter D? What is the answer?
Sixty-eight point 75 mm.
8. So it is 11 plus 125. So it is 68.
75 mm.
So the overall length, the free length of the spring must be greater than 68.75 mm. Therefore, we can take as L0 as 70 mm. Okay. We will continue the remaining portions in the next class. Thank you.